Mercedes-Benz is determined to play a dominant role in the luxury EV space across the world and here in India as well. And this car right here is a statement of intent from the Germans. Say hello to the EQS 580, the country's first locally assembled luxury electric car. It has been launched at Rs 1.55 crore before taxes, and at that price point it's actually more affordable than even the S-Class. But beyond its pricing, there are a whole lot more highlights that this car is boasting. In today's episode on HT Auto, we are focusing on this car's looks, its cabin, its features, and of course that very important factor of the range. You're watching HT Auto, I'm your host Shubhadeep. Stay tuned. The EQS was first showcased to the world in 2021 and is based on the Electric Vehicle Architecture or EVA2, which is for its larger cars like the EQE. Almost identical to the AMG Twin, which was launched in India earlier this year, the exterior design of the EQS 580 is highlighted by a closed grille at front, dual projector LED headlamps, and a connected LED DRL. Compared to the AMG though, the front and rear bumpers are less angular. On the side, the EV stands on 20-inch alloy wheels and at 5126 mm is slightly shorter than the S-Class. The frameless doors, the flush door handles, and the swept back profile of the roof gives it a generous sense of class. At the rear, there is a connected LED DRL strip between the LED tail lights, and open the boot for a massive space that gobbles it all. Highlights on the inside though are even more massive. The cabin of the EQS isn't exactly in the S-Class league, but is still nearly there. There are two upholstery color options, but it is the 56-inch MBUX hyperscreen that snatches attention almost instantly. The 3D maps on the central screen in particular look absolutely amazing. The fit and finish is typically Mercedes and no complaints as far as space anywhere inside this car is concerned. But while the front seats get massage functionality, the rear seats give it a miss. Instead, these seats get cooling, heating, and can be reclined for some additional comfort. All of these and more can be controlled through a tablet in the central armrest. Considering many owners of the EQS would be spending time on the rear seats, the leg space, knee room, and headroom is quite generous, and while the rear side windows are quite small, the large sunroof on top more than makes up for it. Then there are other feature highlights like adaptive ambient lighting, high-end Burmester sound system, rapid air purification system, and multi-zone climate control for that added premium feature comfort. Powering the EQS 580 are two electric motors and an absolutely mammoth 107.8 kWh battery pack. This is the first EV that I ever drove for 2 hours before even checking on the range. At a claimed figure of over 850 kilometers, it is safe to assume real-world range is good enough for even highway rides. The level of refinement, the degree of comfort, and the luxury on offer is almost at par with any flagship, and if you do plonk yourself behind the wheel, there's stupendous amount of power and torque to keep you grinning from ear to ear. The suspension works overtime to keep the car planted, and while the EV may seem to stand low, it only rarely scrapes speed breakers we encounter. Of course, one can raise the vehicle height before a ruthless speed breaker is encountered, and then ask the MBUX system to remember it for the next time. At the back, there may not be much to do because of the missing screens and lack of massage functionality, but rest assured that you can rest assured on the move. It is a risky move from Mercedes-Benz, but it's a calculated risk that the company is taking to locally assemble this car in India. The company clearly sees demand to justify that decision, and on its own merit, the EQS has the makings to be a blockbuster in its segment. What do you make of this electric car and of our review? Do let us know. And also don't forget to check out our in-depth written review about the Mercedes-Benz EQS 580. That's all the time we have in this episode. Thank you for watching.